Well, there's a few things going on right now. First, people are taking bets that certain things that are happening in the market, like the elections. But remember, there's also earnings. Earnings are taking place. A lot of companies are doing well. It's kind of one of those things where let's not forget earnings drive markets, and certain companies have come in with really good earnings and they're driving their sectors higher. Also, the other thing is to remember a lot of people are taking big bets on technology right now, and that's driving the tech sector higher. They feel like they don't want to miss out on the tech sector and owning certain stocks in the tech sector. So that's another positive for the market as a whole. Regardless of the outcome, I think having that we are nearing the finish line on the elections, because we don't have an outcome for the presidency and we don't have an outcome for the Senate. So as we get closer, we got about 5 races in the Senate, and it's leaning towards the Republican side as of this moment. That could change tomorrow. We don't know. But and the same thing with the presidency. So that particular scenario for both the presidency and the Senate could take the market even further and higher if it goes towards the direction that investors are making these big bets on. And frankly, I'm a little surprised that certain outfits are taking these big bets, because usually smart money waits a little bit till after the election and then you go in. I mean, very little after the election, but you go back in. But you know what? I have been buying all along right now, so I am guilty as charged. What I think at this point is we might see a short bump up and then a drop, but then we could see a really long upside pattern because of that happening, if that were to happen. And even just if we have a Democratic president, we could see something exactly like that, where we go up a little bit, trend down because people are going to take profits, and then an elongated bullish move to the upside that could last through the end of the year. You have to also examine your personal situation or with whom you're investing, because that's a big thing. When I look at my client situation, one of the first things I ask myself, is this the time to get in? Is the trend certain for the move that I'm about to make? And most certainly, a lot of times I make these decisions, I am looking at the trends and I'm waiting for it to go positive in the direction, i.e. with the tech sector. I don't want to miss out on a move on the upside, and we've had a big move just in the last few days, which surprised me a little bit, but I wasn't going to sit on the sidelines waiting, for that to kind of finish out and clean itself up. So, money managers, portfolio managers, advisors alike, we think, hey, if there's a chance to make more money in the interim, we're going to go and take advantage of that. And that's what I've been seeing across the board. And that's why you're seeing markets start to head up, especially in the tech sector. And I would not be surprised if it starts to spread once we get closer to decisions on whether we have a blue wave or whether we have a mixed result. So we have to keep those things in mind. And everybody who's an investor should keep that in mind if they want to become ultimately successful and reach their goals. Yeah, it's very simple, because there's been a lot of people holding back, a lot of portfolio managers, a lot of investors have been holding back and not making bigger bets because of the uncertainty in the market. When we don't have a result in the presidency and we don't have a result in the Senate, nobody's making big, huge bets right now. They are making bets, they are investing, but they're not going to be doing it the same as if we had that certainty. Once that is cleared up and once that is put aside, then you'll see the bigger bets being taken either before the end of the year or after, say, first quarter Q1 2021, as we get closer to a vaccine and the markets have digested all the fallout from the elections, we could see that moving upwards. That's just, in our opinion, some of the catalysts. There are more, but those are what I think the most important at this point. One part of it, I think even more near term, what I see, and what the talk has been, is if we do have a Democratic president or a Republican, that there will be infrastructure improvements. All right. So these companies like Caterpillar, Deere, and the like will make more money, and their quarterly results will be higher due to that. That government is going to make more investments in infrastructure, and they directly benefit from that. So I think that's an important part amongst the other parts that are there, including international conglomerates and the like.